Welcome to Discover Woodfield, your guide to what's happening around the Chicago suburbs. And now, here are your hosts, Lisa and Joe.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Discover Woodfield.
Welcome.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. And you know why I'm especially great?
You're going to tell us, aren't you?
Because we are preparing for the 15th annual Chef's Fest, as sponsored by the Woodfield Chicago Northwest Convention Bureau. We've spoken about this on our show previously.
Yeah, we've been to the last two, or we've podcasted about the last two.
That's right. And now the next one is coming up on April 22nd, which is a Tuesday, running from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Arlington Park Racetrack.
Okay.
So that's the who, what, when, where, and why. Well, it's not all the who.
And actually, no, it's none of that.
It's the when, pretty much.
Yes. So, for those who haven't been there or who haven't listened to our earlier podcasts, what is the Chef's Fest?
The idea of the Chef's Fest is to promote and market the restaurant, food, and beverage partners of the Convention Bureau. So all over the northwest suburbs, they all converge. It's cohesive. They come into the Arlington Park, essentially the clubhouse area, and they set up booths all throughout the space. And for one admission price, you get to go in and sample various things from each of the vendors. Yeah.
The best way to market food, of course, is to let people try it.
Mm-hmm.
So 70 approximately exhibitors come and do little dishes of their best food and beverage offerings for the general public to sample and enjoy. You might find a restaurant where you want to go, where you want to take a group for a special occasion. There are lots of caterers there. A lot of the hotel restaurants show and do desserts and appetizers and give you an idea of what you might get from their catering departments if you were to have a wedding or an anniversary party.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially if you're planning an event, it's a great way to try out a lot of different samples and also get to know a little bit about all of the different food providers in the area.
Yeah. I learned about a bunch of restaurants that, in fact, we've found out about some places that we didn't even know about before.
Although it is one admission price and it is food samples, it is not an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That's true.
And it is during the dinner time, so I think people come hungry and make it dinner. And it certainly could be dinner because there is a lot of food.
Right. The one thing that, a couple things, sort of a mini survival guide, I guess you want to say.
Yeah, let's do survival guide because
when you get to the event, one of the first things you'll notice when you park in the parking lot in back is there's usually a pretty big line to get in. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying get there at 2 in the afternoon and camp out because I don't think they really want that.
It's not like a Styx concert.
But it is at 5 o'clock, and you do want to get there a little bit early so you can get a space.
You want to get parked. There's free parking, but it's in an uncovered parking lot. So the later you get there, the further away you're going to have to park. You'll want a little time to get in. So if you want to get in the door right at 5, yeah, you want to plan to get there a little bit ahead of time.
Right. You'll be handed a map where all the different food vendors are. And then there are tables set up throughout the facility where you can sit down and eat your food and then get up and grab more samples.
So probably what you want to do, if you're there with somebody else or there with a couple other people, send everybody to a different line because the samples are small, but usually they're more than one bite.
Right.
Send everybody to a different line. Get a few different things, learn a little bit about the different places, and then reconvene and share your dishes.
Right.
That doesn't mean go get as many as you can stack on your hands and head and in a cardboard box.
So I think the idea should be, like Lisa said, have the samples, take what you can carry with you, share it with people, and then get back in line later on and do that.
Get 1 or 2 things. Then if somebody wants to go back for more. Also, you have plenty of time. It's 3 hours. You have plenty of time to try lots of different things. You will not make it to all 70 exhibitors because you couldn't eat all of that if you wanted to. If there's a place you've heard about and you're really interested in trying, you can use the map to pick a few that you really want to hit up and hit those up. But take your time, enjoy the experience, share it with your friends, chat with other people there about what you've tried and what's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There are always a couple booths that are a huge hit that have lines.
That's true.
Long lines. Those are always good ones to try out. It's also good sometimes to skip the ones with long lines and go back to them later, because if everybody tries it in the first hour, there's nobody there in the second and third hour.
That's true.
So don't get too much in a panic about hitting all 70 booths. It's not necessary.
That's true. Well, let's talk about who's going to be there. Or let's talk about, we have some other fun facts about the event. As Lisa said, there are going to be about 70 partners participating in the event. You'll get a chance to meet celebrity chef Rick Tremonto, who's going to be coming for a cooking demonstration here at the festival, which will be very cool. Chef Joshua Humphrey of Sam & Harry's at the Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel is going to be presenting a demonstration as well. And I see one of your favorite places is going to be there as well.
Wine 101 by Linford Winery.
That's going to be...
Linford Winery is always the belle of the ball. They're always very, very popular.
That's true. If you do listen to previous shows that we've done, especially with our co-hosts, they typically really enjoy the Linford Winery.
Yes.
Linford Winery booth. There's going to be a silent auction and raffle, and food donations are going to be accepted for the Chicagoland Food Depository. And for the kids, you'll get to meet the mascots from the Schaumburg Flyers, the Chicago Shamrocks, and Cocoa Key Water Resort.
Oh, Cocoa Key. I'm interested to see that.
That's right.
And the Flyers, I don't remember seeing the Shamrocks there before, but the Flyers have been there in years past with hot dogs and the Flyer cheerleaders, and that is fun.
That's true. The Arlington's Barbershop Chorus is going to be around. The Arlingtons have been around, I think, since I was a kid. I always remember seeing people driving around with bumper stickers for the Arlingtons on there. So if you're in a little barbershop there. So your advice is?
Pace yourself, take your time, have fun. It's a tasting.
Right. That's
the whole
true.
idea of a tasting is a couple bites of everything. Enjoy it, talk to people, talk to the exhibitors, learn about their facilities. You will find some gems, some places you have never heard of that you now love, some places that you had heard of, but...
And you know what? That's really one of my favorite parts about this whole thing is being able to actually meet with the people who own the places or are at least the chefs at the places, because you can really talk to them and say, what about this, what about this, what about this? And also, we've wound up in conversations with some of the restaurant owners and chefs. So it's very cool. You get to, don't be shy about talking to, as Lisa said, the other guest attendees. Especially towards the end of the evening, you do start to make a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And also with the restaurant owners and with the chefs, because it's very cool. It's a really cool event. It's a very unique event.
And did we mention that there's a coupon book?
Oh, every year there is a coupon book.
So, by all means, jot down, because there's a lot of food, there's a lot going on, jot down your favorites, and then go to the restaurants.
Yes. Tickets are on sale. You can buy them in advance. They're $25 per person. You can get them directly from the Woodfield Chicago Northwest Convention Bureau. You can call their number at 847-490-1010, or you can stop by their offices in their brand new location, which is at 1375 East Woodfield Road in Schaumburg. You can also check online at chicagonorthwest.com or at chefsfest.com. The tickets you can buy from the office until April 18th. You can buy them off the website until April 20th, and then they're $30 at the door if you decide to wait until the day of the event.
There you have it.
Okay. And again, it's going to be the 15th Annual Chef's Fest on April 22nd, 2008 from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Arlington Park Racecourse, which is at 2200 West Euclid Avenue in Arlington Heights, just off of Route 53. You can't miss it. It's this big, giant thing that's out there.
There's a Metro train stop there, too.
There is. You can actually take the Metro train, get off, and walk right there. So you don't even have to worry about parking if you do that. And, of course, we will be there, and you'll get to hear another Discover Woodfield show featuring us.
Because that's really what it's all about.
It is. So there will be another show coming up after the event where you'll get to hear a full report of how the whole event turned out. And if that's it, we will talk to you next time.
Thanks.
Thanks for downloading Discover Woodfield. Be sure to visit our website at chicagonorthwest.com, or you can email us at discoverwoodfield@gmail.com. Discover Woodfield is produced for the Chicago Northwest Convention Bureau by Cheap Date Media at cheapdatemedia.com.